Once upon a time, a boy in Mashhad, Iran, was reading the Quran by candlelight, dreaming of change. Today, he watched silently from afar as Iran launched ballistic missiles, as rockets rained down across the sky, as sirens wailed across Tel Aviv. The silent, unassuming cross-border influencer, Iran's supreme leader, the most powerful man in the Islamic world, the most stubborn cleric in the modern Middle East, stands in the background, watching silently as the shadow of war. He is Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. So let's go to his story. A small boy was born on July 14, 1939, in a small mud house in the holy city of Mashhad, Iran. The second of 8 children, he was Sayyid Ali Hosseini Khamenei, or Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. A respected Shia Muslim cleric, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's father taught his children that honor was not bought, but earned through sacrifice. Sleeping on the dirt floor, they could not afford to buy meat or new clothes. Ali Khamenei, who learned by lamplight, memorized verses of the Quran before he could fully awaken his voice. Despite the hardships the Khamenei family endured, they never lost their faith. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei sought to use his religion to make a difference. So in his 20s, he chose a path filled with conflict and insecurity. It was by sitting down to listen to the sermons of Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, who had raised his voice to challenge the then supreme leader of Iran, the then president, the Shah. In 1963, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini was arrested and deported from Iran on November 4, 1964. But Khamenei did not shy away from Ruhollah Khomeini's sermons. Khamenei, who began preaching Ruhollah Khomeini's message in mosques, called the then Shah of Iran a traitor and a puppet of foreign powers. They translated revolutionary Islamic works from Arabic into Persian, held silent meetings by candlelight, and taught how to oppose others without guns. All this was watched by the Shah's secret police. One night, they came to Khamenei's house, searched his books, and tore up his books, but they could not silence Khamenei. From 1963 to 1975, Khamenei was arrested, imprisoned, humiliated, threatened with death, and persecuted. But he was not silent every time he appeared before the people. However, a fire began to grow behind his silent eyes. It was like a fire that would one day consume a nation. Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, who had been exiled from Iran, returned at the outbreak of the revolution in 1979. At that time, Ali Khamenei was not a follower of Ruhollah Khomeini. He was a disciple but a soldier of the revolution. On June 27, 1981, Ayatollah Khamenei walked into the mosque in Tehran to preach Ruhollah Khomeini's message as usual. At around 3 p.m., while Ali Khamenei was filling the mosque with his voice, a bomb hidden in a tape recorder on a table exploded. The explosion tore through Khamenei's lungs with metal, paralyzed his right arm, and soaked the sacred ground with his blood. Doctors fought for days to save him. They thought Khamenei's life was beyond recovery. But death eluded him, and he woke up. Even when he opened his eyes in the hospital bed, he had become a symbol in Iran. June 4th, 1989, was a day that the whole of Iran cried. It was because the 89-year-old Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, known as the father of the revolution, died of a heart attack. With his death, there was a need to appoint a leader to lead the Muslim world. But who was the right person to do so? Although Ayatollah Khamenei was a symbol of Iran at that time, there was a lot of talk among the people about appointing him because he was a minor cleric and advisor. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's name was nominated for this leadership position in one of the parliamentary sessions. It was said that the late Ruhollah Khomeini had once hinted at Ali Khamenei as a successor. Although it was not written anywhere, there was no evidence to prove it, and no one opposed it. Those words were enough to make Ayatollah Ali Khamenei the leader of the Shia Muslim world. With trembling hands and a trembling voice, Ali Khamenei assumed the role of supreme leader. He became the shadow behind every law, the voice behind every war, the watchman behind the curtain of Iran. What was offered as a temporary solution eventually became a rule that lasted for decades. Although Ali Khamenei did not sit on a golden throne, boast, or smile with a rare smile, he was a shadow everywhere in Iran. Having built a power structure like no other, Ali Khamenei made his word the law. First, he took over the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, known as the IRGC. Then he took control of money, oil, construction, missiles, and fear. Today, when you talk about power in Iran, you don't hear the name of the president. You hear the name of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is not just a cleric, nor is he just a leader. He is a survivor, a torturer, a war veteran. Presidents have changed, protesters have risen, and sanctions have tightened, but Ali Khamenei has remained the same. For more than 3 decades, he has made his mark everywhere from Tehran to Tel Aviv. In every ceasefire, in every martyrdom, in every secret meeting, his name rarely appears, because he does not seek applause from history. How will the fate of this writer, who waits silently, writing the Iranian story not with ink but with silence, end? Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is already one of the targets of Israel in the war between Iran and Israel. So, will the death of the 86-year-old Khamenei be a natural death? Or will it be an assassination? This story ends here, leaving the question. To know more stories like the story of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Unknown Universe. And also, click the bell icon to know about the new videos we publish. So, I bid you farewell, hoping to see you in another new video like this. Have a nice day.